Who is it? Who is it? Who could it be? Welcome to Who Is It Jueves with me, your host, La Maestra Loca. Each and every jueves, you can find me here on my YouTube channel interviewing some of the most inspirational educators I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. And with my Loca Lineup, which is 11 carefully curated questions that I have designed to really get at the depth, the core of this educator, you will be walking away inspired and knowing these teachers on a level that you never thought possible. And who knows, you might even walk away with a few tricks up your sleeve on a FriYay Eve. Let's get to it. Who is it? Who could it be? Who is it? Who is it? Jueves? Who? Just tell us who. Thanks for being here. Love you, teacher. Welcome to another Who Is It Jueves with La Maestra Loca. I have the Loca lineup ready for this incredible human. This is a mommy who I love and admire, a member of La Familia Loca PLC, a phenomenal elementary educator, a giver to like her detriment, to the point of like, I just found out that she's been in meetings since 3:00 today and it is almost 9 p.m. And she's like, yes, sure, I'll meet with you, Annabelle, and do this weird thing that you want to do and be one of your experimental new first people. The one, the only, Rocio Jacoby. I call her Chio. Welcome, Chio. I'm so happy you're here. Hi.
Hi, I am so happy to be here. And I'm so happy to still have the energy.
I mean, you are amazing. You are definitely an elementary teacher. You are an elementary teacher through and through. Chio, before we start, because I was just telling John, I decided to do 3 for the very first time so that they're up there. And then from then on, I'm just going to do 1 a week from here on out. But I was just telling him one of the questions is not who are you? So first, could you tell us who you are, where you teach, what you teach, and then we'll dive in.
Sure. Okay. I'm Rocio Jacoby. My nickname is Chio. And I'm originally from Peru, but I'm living in the United States in 2000. So actually, I just found out last summer that I'm living in the United States longer than I actually lived in Peru. I know. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I am an elementary teacher. I teach kindergarten all the way to 5th grade in Oak Park, Illinois, in a public school. And yes, so I'm teaching
how many
Spanish.
years have you been teaching?
In the district, I've been teaching 22 years, I think 21, 22. I am not good at keeping track of this, but I also was teaching before that for another 2 years. So 1 year in Peru and 1 year, 2 years here. So 24, something like that. Over 20 for sure. It's been a long time.
Holy guacamole, that is amazing.
And so looking into
I'm really glad you are here, and I'm so grateful. And actually, one more thing before we start on the Loca lineup of 11 questions, that Chio is a person that's like, oh my God, you're not even going to tell me the questions in advance. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
I'm getting out of my comfort level right now. Like I am not even have any clue what you're going to be asking me. So
it's going to be so good
with the flow.
You and your department are winning a huge award next week. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, we are winning. You know what? At this moment, I don't remember.
It's okay. You're exhausted. I'll look up the name while you talk about it. Yeah.
Yes, our district is. We just won the award in the ACFL Award for elementary programs, very distinguished elementary programs. So we're very, very excited. I feel very honored and proud to be part of a wonderful group of educators, world language educators, and who are very dedicated. And we collaborate and we work together to help our students acquire Spanish. And we all like really working with language comprehensible input, teaching our students how to acquire Spanish and using acquisition-driven instruction and we see wonderful results. And I think this is a very well deserved award that we're getting.
It's so well deserved. And it's the Melba D. Woodruff Award for Exemplary Elementary World Language Program.
Yes.
So exciting.
Very exciting. So 3 of us are going to Axel this year to receive the award. So it's awesome.
It's a big deal. It's very exciting. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
okay,
you.
Are you ready for Loca Lineup? These 11 questions?
Yes.
They're going to be great. Here we go.
Okay.
Chio, if you could describe yourself as a dessert, what dessert would it be?
Ooh, dessert. I will say flan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The flan.
Yeah.
And the first thing that comes to my mind is because it is soft and like wiggly, and I can, flexible and adjust to everything, and also like sweet.
I say yes. And also, it might look like simple, but it's actually so layered and complex and rich and amazing, just like you.
Thank you. Yeah. So
I love that.
Now I kind of want to eat something. All right.
Bet you do. Okay. What is your favorite rejoinder? Like, qué asco, qué interesante, no me digas, qué chévere.
You know what? The first one that comes to my mind right now is because my students are using it all the time, is like de verdad, which means really. And so I found myself using it a lot, and all of a sudden my students are doing it, but I also use it as a password in my class. So now we're building up our rejoinders, but they don't forget that de verdad, really?
So
and even we use it like more de verdad, really, like if you're not doing it right. So yeah.
That's awesome. Number 3, if you could be instantly fluent in any other language at the snap of a finger, what language would it be?
Ooh. I would love to do sign language.
Cool.
ASL. Yeah. And I was fascinated. I was like in the line to vote for the presidential election, and then right in front of me there were 2 people who were having a conversation using sign language, and I was fascinated, and I just looked at it, and I could recognize some of them because I tried to incorporate them during my practice. But I wish I was able to do more, like not just like single words, but I was able to, I wish I could have able to like use that and talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. That is so cool. Thank you. That is cool. What is one thing you could never teach without?
My voice. Is that a good answer?
That's my answer. Anytime somebody asks, they assume it's going to be like some gimmick or tool or unicorn or whatever. And my answer is always my voice.
The reason I'm saying that is because as an elementary teacher, I feel like I am the one who is providing the input to my students. So I'm the one using my voice, like the speech most of the time, because I ask them to be like active listeners and be able to find out my clues. So yeah, my voice.
Yeah. And it's such a tool. Like we can create drama, we can create suspense, we can like go quiet and go loud. Like it's such a powerful tool in and of itself. I love it.
Yeah.
So good. Okay. What is a weird food combination that you absolutely swear by?
Ooh. Like something that a food combination that I
like. Okay. My mom likes banana on her tuna fish sandwiches. Like a weird, do you have any?
Oh my goodness. No. Maybe like, I don't know if this is a weird combination because now it's becoming so popular, but I remember using that, like always eating the avocado, but not like that, but I will melt it like a butter and then put it on a toast.
On toast.
And I eat it like a sandwich, but I don't think that's a weird combination.
How do you melt it like butter?
Well, I just like squish it, like I put it like I just
Mash
squish
it.
it, match it, and then put it on my toast. But
Mm.
I will probably also put it on my if I make rice and beans, I'll put I smash the avocado on top of that and mix it all together.
So
So I don't know if that will be look that.
maybe for some, you
Mhm.
never know. Okay, number 6. What is one tip for teachers who are new to acquisition-driven instruction, or one tip you have for teachers who are new to profession in general?
And
Like a piece of advice.
okay, my first piece of advice from my own experience is that feel like don't be afraid of trying new things and going slow, because what I'm saying when I say slow is like try one thing at a time, but also using your voice as like a passive and slowly, like when you are delivering your instruction. But most importantly for me is like try one thing at the time. Don't get overwhelmed.
That's so good. That's
Um,
good advice.
I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
From my own experience. So
a lot of teachers try and do all the things instead of just like take a breath and learn one thing really well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was me. I mean, I became overwhelmed and I felt like, oh, I cannot do this. But then when I just pick one thing and I try with all my classes, then I feel more like, oh, I got it. And then I keep moving on.
That's awesome advice. Will you do a brain break with me?
Sure.
Okay.
I need it. I need it.
Okay. Good. Well, I was going to do a calm one, but maybe we need to do a fun one and then a calm one.
Yes.
I think you need it. Okay. Can you stand up?
Sure.
Okay. Let's stand up.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to do oh, I'm still too close.
Oh, I like your Inca Cola t-shirt.
Somebody I know and love gave it to me.
Okay,
here we go.
And I have my Peru t-shirt. Okay.
Okay, here we go. We are going to do giant fairy wizard. So this is giant, and you have to say
Ah.
Yeah. And then this is fairy. You have to say wizard, and you have to say magic.
Magic.
And if you have students who are Harry Potter geeks, they can totally like say a spell, but you can also just tell them magic. Okay, so and magic.
Okay.
So we're going to turn and face away from each other, and on the count of 3, we're going to say uno, dos, tres, and then face each other, and we're either going to be a giant, a fairy, or a wizard.
Okay.
Giants beat the fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Fairies beat the wizards because they're too fast for the wizard spell. Mm-hmm. And wizards beat the giant because the giants are too slow moving, like they can't escape the spell. Okay. Right. So ready?
Ready.
Uno, dos, tres, dale. Okay, we're about
to tie.
Right. Uno, dos, tres, dale.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
you and I are thinking alike. Okay.
Uno, dos, tres, dale. Oh, you got me. Dang it. Well done. So it's brilliant, and students do it around the room, and it's great. Ooh, okay, and now
to wake up.
To calm your nervous system, hold a bowl full of soup. Ready? And we're going to smell it. Inhala. Blow on it to cool it. And do it again. So good. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're amazing.
Wow, I needed that.
Yeah. And all of our students love them too, so it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay, number 8. What is your favorite activity for acquisition, Chio?
I love calendar talk.
I love that you love calendar talk.
I do. I like, I always start with, like, I have a class job, and one of them is the announcer. And then they always start with like just saying the date, but I go more than that. Like we just talk about like birthdays, we talk about any events, we talk about what you like to do on the weekend, what class do you have, what special area classes do you have today on this day, what did you do yesterday, what are you going to do on the week, what did you do last weekend. I mean, there is so much that
cool.
starts in calendar talk and then leads you to different things.
I love that.
So
that's so good. Number 9, what is your favorite word in Spanish?
Oh, ooh. Do you have a timeline? Like tick, 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 tick. I'm thinking about like, all right. In Spanish, my favorite word is, oh no, I cannot think
okay.
of one.
Or one, is there one that your students like love when you teach it? Because it's easy for like me as a second language learner.
Okay.
I love,
You know what? I love the word abrazo. And abrazo means hug. And the reason I said that because every time I greet my student on the way in, when they're walking in, I ask them to say, how do you want to greet me, right? And we could say high five or just a thumbs up. And one of them is abrazo. And I realized that most of them like abrazo, I mean a hug. And then I find out like when I'm walking on the hallway and I see my students, now they are saying like abrazo. The kindergartens and the first grade say abrazo. And then, we just give each other on the side a hug. So I think, yeah, that would be the word.
That's worth the wait.
You right?
Waited 5 more minutes to share that.
I mean, there are so many words, but it's like the first, yeah. Now, what made me think of that is like, I just picture my kindergartners. Like they're like the cutest. I mean, with abrazo.
I love that. Chio, what number am I thinking of?
7.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
More or less. We're gonna start a game.
This is the last question. What is something that your students will say about you 30 years from now when they think back about their time with you and their time in your classroom?
I don't know what they're gonna say, but I hope that they say that I care about them and I have embraced who they are and that I have seen them. That they were seen. Yeah, that's what I hope.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely.
We were just talking about that in our department with a group of wonderful, amazing educators. We were talking about, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and we were all talking about this important thing now. Like, what is the most important thing that we have for our students? Yeah. And I hope they do feel that way.
Yeah, the only thing that matters is that they are able to be who they are in our classes. Yeah. Like the lessons in the end, they're not going to remember individual lessons. So,
true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's beautiful, Chio. Well, thank you. How can people continue to learn from you, Rocio Jacoby?
Okay, well,
right? That's one way.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, it's Spanish Fun WSRAJ. So it's Spanish Fun. W stands for with Senora J, Senora Jacoby. Yeah, I do my best to be active on social media, more in Instagram. I have to admit that I haven't been that active these days. I've been doing a lot. I took a lot.
Again, it's like, what do we have the capacity for? We have to be teachers first. And if we are able to share on the side, then great. The reason I am so active this year is I'm not in the classroom this year. I'm on maternity leave. So I'm able to be. So be gentle with yourself on that. Yeah. If you're not following Chio on social, follow her Instagram, because this content she does have there, if she doesn't post anything else the rest of the year, you're still going to learn so much from all of the previous content that she has shared. There is so much there already. Just go and soak up all of the things that are there. And there's a reason you haven't posted. I mean, you've been in meetings since 3:00. So let's this one for you. Thank you so much for being a gift in my life and such a great friend and being willing to do this for me. I would not have let you say yes. I figured you were doing something with your boys till 8:30. I would not have let you say yes if I had known it was all meetings. So I'm very grateful for you, Chio. I love you very much.
Love you too, and thank you so much for thinking of me. And I had so much fun. Thank you. This was the light of my day.
Isn't it the best ever? I'm so excited. So thank you for being a guest on our first round of Who Is It Jueves. And moving forward, it's just going to be one person for every jueves. I hope you will come and watch them too.
Of course.
They're so fun. They're all going to be so different, and yet all the same questions, which is what makes it so interesting, is learning everybody's different responses to all of them.
This is awesome. I like this. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm going to be watching everything. All right.
I love you very much.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.